You know what time it is.
Music. Hey, tell them that you like that. Hey, this a mic check. You fucking up my count, I told you I'ma call you right back. She might be a wifey to you, but to me a nightcap. Fly to Cali just to blow a bag, cause bitch I'm like that. And I ain't tripping, I know I'ma make it right back.
Welcome to another episode of GAMEONBLITZZ, your ultimate hub for sports, hip-hop, and today's hottest topic. Come join our conversation and give us your thoughts and your insight, and come vibe with the community. And you know, if you don't want to get hit, and you got that itch for the game of sports, and you want to debate, you know where to go. GAMEONBLITZZ. Welcome back to another episode of GAMEONBLITZZ. Today we're gonna talk about a few things. First thing first. Congrats to all the teams that made it to the playoff, and now we're heading into the play-in tournament. A few teams on the East are going to be playing, and a few teams on the West are going to be playing. So today we're going to give a prediction on which teams are going to win in a tournament to go into the playoff, and also we're going to give a prediction to pretty much the playoff prediction all the way to the Eastern Conference Final and Western Conference Final. So. Let's get into it.
Yeah, just to start off, we're going to start with the play-in tournament. So Tuesday, April 15 are the first two games of the play-in tournament. Mm-hmm. We have Orlando Magic playing Atlanta Hawks, and Golden State playing the Memphis Grizzlies. So what are our predictions for those two matchup on Tuesday, tomorrow?
You want to give me a take first? I can go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, for me, with the Orlando, I have Orlando beating Atlanta. For the simple fact that I don't think Atlanta have enough for Paolo Banchero's been back, and they've been playing great basketball with his duel with Frank Wagner, and I think those guys will handle that. And like looking at it, playing tournament is only one game, so I have Orlando taking that. Atlanta, Trae Young, he's been leading in assists this year, but I don't think they have enough for that team. For me, I have Atlanta winning that.
Yeah,
I have Orlando Magic winning that. Sorry,
I agree too. I got Orlando Magic winning. I think they got too much firepower for the Atlanta Hawks. Even though Atlanta Hawks have a decent team, but Paolo Banchero is going to lead them to victory and eventually possibly getting into the playoff. So yeah, I agree with your take on that one. So what's the next one? Let's get into the next one.
The next one, the Golden State Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies. For me, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of hard to predict because I feel like either of those teams can win that game. But looking at previous year, history has shown that Golden State always have beaten Memphis Grizzlies in the last 2 years. Actually, in the playoff, whether that was playoff or play-in, Golden State always has taken that game. So I'm still gonna go with Golden State. The simple fact that the experience to me matters. And there's at least 3 players on that team that's either been has won NBA finals and has been to the finals, right? So they know the ins and outs of that of a playoff game more than the Grizzlies. Still younger, they still a young team, which they can turn it up at any time with Ja Morant playing the way he's been playing, shooting highest of 3-point percentage of his career this year so far. But I still have Golden State getting out of that game.
Okay, yeah. To me, this is my personal opinion or personal favorite, but I don't know if they're gonna make it. Golden State, I want Golden State to go into the playoff because I want to see Steph play. Yeah. But if you know the Golden State records in the play-in tournament, they're 0-3. I think they lost against LeBron. When LeBron hit that 3-pointer from far away. And then I forgot the other games or whatever. But so they have a track record of not winning. And and I think the Memphis gonna win that game, but I want Golden State to win. But I think the Memphis gonna win because of the track record. And I'm saying it also to jinx myself based on that prediction, so Golden State can win. But based on the track record, Golden State's been losing in tournament. And then it's gonna be a tough game. But
So you think Golden State will win, but you want the Grizzlies to win, or you want the Grizzlies?
I want the Grizzlies. I want Golden State to win and move forward, but I think the Grizzlies gonna beat
You
them.
think the Grizzlies will win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. I mean, that for me, like I said, I think that could go either way because the Grizzlies they have players that can really play at a high level.
Yeah, based on I agree with that one.
And then yeah, we're just moving on. Wednesday, April 16. There's two other games. Chicago Bulls will play Miami Heat. For me, I think Chicago will take that. And Miami, to me, they've been like I think they've been a disappointing team to me this year. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since Jimmy Butler left, if you look at their record since Jimmy Butler left, they are like in the negative. Like I think they will rank really high before he left. And when he left, they've lost almost most of their their game. Even some people would even talk about that Pat Riley. They need to fire him. He needs to go. Somebody else has to take over the team.
They're not firing him.
Yeah, I know, but people were talking about that because how bad they've been playing.
Yeah.
And Chicago, bro, Caleb White and Josh Giddey, I think those guys, I've seen them play a couple games when they played against the Lakers. They handled that game pretty well. I think the Chicago Bulls will beat the Miami Heat.
So okay, I mean, anything can happen, but I like the Miami too. I like Miami in that game. I think Bam Adebayo and what's his name, Tyler Hero is gonna overcome that game and then take him to the playoff. I like Chicago, but I don't think Chicago have enough firepower, and I don't think that they just are that good of a team to beat the Bulls. So I think Miami, with their history, they've been there, they've done that. They have vets on the team. Also, I think Tyler Hero is probably the best player between those two teams. Tyler Hero, Miami Heat have the best player, Tyler Hero, and I think they're gonna win that game moving forward. So, but I won't be surprised if Chicago Bulls win, but I don't think they would do it.
Yeah. And then the last final game of that playing tournament for that Wednesday is the Sacramento Kings play the Dallas Mavericks. This one is kind of tricky, right? Me, I think with Anthony Davis being on that Dallas team, I think they can they can utilize him. I don't know how healthy he is, but I think they can win that game because I don't think after Fox left Sacramento Kings, I don't think they have a player that can, playoff usually is like one or two player game.
Yeah.
One or two players take over the game and it is out of hand, right?
Yeah.
So I think Anthony Davis, like with his experience and everything, they can beat those guys. They can beat the Kings.
You think so? To me, if I was the Mavs, after what Nico Harrison did, first of all, I think Trump should apply some tariff against Nico Collins, bro. They need to up the tariff on him, just him, especially him, special tariff for him, because what he did was crazy. But what I would say, if I was them, I would bench Anthony Davis for this game.
Why?
Because it doesn't make any sense for you to take the Mavs going into the playoff to go, because you made a trade, you made a sacrifice for a better look. So if you think this is a better look, trading Luka and getting Anthony Davis, and you still got Kyrie, hopefully come back to normal. And I also been hearing rumors about bringing KD, which will be phenomenal. That's how you fix the situation. I believe that's fixing the situation. And I think if I would bench Anthony Davis just to save him because he's very injury prone. You don't want the injury to get worse. You already lost Kyrie. And you don't know how many people, who you can attract on that team. You don't know yet. Until that happens, I would sit them down because as of right now, with the team that they have together, with all the injuries, the Kings, yes, the Kings is better than the Mavericks right now because they have DeMar DeRozan, they have Sabonis, they have Zach LaVine on their team. Right, so they have three good players on their team, and they have some good role players. I think Malik Monk is still there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Monk's still
so
there.
That right there, they have a better team, and I think I would prefer the King in the playoff because they're gonna play some meaningful games, and I don't think the Mavs gonna do that. So I would bench them. So I got the Kings winning.
Okay, yeah. So that's just to wrap up the playing games, and the winner of those two tournament will secure the two final spots, the one in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference.
Correct.
Yeah, so just jumping into the first round of the playoff for the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks will be at Indiana Pacers.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna let you go first. What you got winning?
Man, I love this matchup right here, bro. Because there's been some smoke there. Remember when Giannis scored? He had a 50-point game or whatever, and then they took the ball, and Giannis went over back to go get the ball. So it's like some history there. So I love that, and I think Indiana Pacers, they're a tough team, right? They're a sleeper. So I got Milwaukee winning because of the fact that you got Giannis and Damian Lillard on a team, especially Giannis. I think it will go to 6 games. I think the Pacers will be able to get 2 games. But I got the Milwaukee Bucks winning that game. I don't think the Pacer superstar or star on the team will be able to match up with the Milwaukee Bucks star, which is Giannis. But that's not the only thing that won you the game. But I think overall they have a better team, and I think Giannis is going to be too much for them. You know, Pascal Siakam and those boys are not going to be able to do nothing with Giannis. He's going to have his way. So I have them winning that game, that whole series, man.
I agree, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the Bucks beat Pacers in the in-season tournament finals. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think the Bucks won.
Yeah, the Bucks beat.
I think the Bucks won.
Beat the Pacers in the final. Yeah. And yeah, I agree with you. I think I have the Bucks winning for the simple fact that Giannis being dominant on that team.
Yeah.
And me, I don't like the type of basketball Tyrese Halliburton plays, bro.
Oh, you hate not?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't think, like, just like Kobe said about on James Harden, it don't look like to me it winning.
No. That's he play winning basketball.
No, I don't think you do. He all over the place sometimes. Like, you don't begin his players.
You have to understand.
He shoots a lot. You know.
No, Tyrese. He's very efficient. You have to know he's one of the. I know
he is.
He's also he don't turn the ball over. So I think he has the record for a player that scored 20 and 10 or 25 and 5 games or stuff like that with 0 turnover. I think he got 14 over Chris Paul. So in terms of taking the ball, his game looked funny, sloppy. I'll give you that. But in terms of like being efficient and taking care of the ball and getting people involved, he does that better than anybody in the NBA. But I don't think they're just good enough. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then one thing also, a lot of people are not seeing this. I think the Bucks, they added Kyle Kuzma to the team. That's been a really good addition to the team.
There you go. That's true too.
So yeah, we gotta look.
And they got Porter too. They got Porter Jr. playing with them. So you're right. So that's actually a great point. Yeah. So I got the Bucks winning, and maybe 4-1. But I'll give them 2 games. I'll give the Pacers 2 games.
I'll give Pacers 2 games too. Yeah. 2 home game they could win that.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
But yeah, that's on Sunday. The same day we got your team Detroit Pistons are playing.
That is not my team. No, I ain't playing it. I'm playing it. That's my team, nigga. Shout out to the D. Yeah. Khalifa.
You know, I'm gonna go out and say this, right? I think the Pistons will win this game if the Pistons play the bully ball. Cause like if you look at the Knicks lately, right? Yeah. Most of the game, if they play aggressive teams, they always have lost a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, they got a lot of soft players on that team, right? So I think with Kid Cunningham,
you calling niggas on the Knicks soft?
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
After all
that.
Yeah, I got the Pistons winning that game. I got Pistons. They probably take that game to Game 6. I do got Pistons coming.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks with that one. Action Bronson is back, right?
Yeah, he is.
Action Bronson is back. So I'm gonna go with the Knicks with that one. I think Cade Cunningham is gonna shine. He's really gonna do some things. But I think Action Bronson he's the guy. But I would say it's gonna be a tough series. Simple fact that they have Cade Cunningham, they have the Thompson twins, very good defensively. He's very good in the open floor too. And then you got the bully ball. He probably might cost him the game.
Who?
Isaiah Stewart, the boxer. He might cost him the game.
Bro. Jalen Duran be starting.
Well, if you get in a game, this is the playoff. You can't just go out there and fight. Yeah. Technical fouls. Those gonna either win you the game or lose you the game. Meaning win the game for the other team and lose you the game if you're the one that's causing the technical fouls and other stuff like that. So, I got the Knicks winning in either 6 or 7 games.
All right.
6 or 7 games.
Yeah, and then moving on. So the winner of the Chicago Bulls Miami Heat game will play Boston Celtics. I think that's a 4-0. I'm just saying that's a gentleman's sweep. Like 4-1, 4 or something like that.
4-0, 4-1. I give maybe one.
Yeah. And then the winner of the Orlando Magic, Atlanta Hawks will play Cleveland the Cavs. And you don't.
Who? All right, let's get into this. Who?
You know, I got the Cavs going for
beating who
against either one of those teams, Orlando Magic or the Atlanta Hawks.
If the let me tell you this: if Orlando wins, which I believe they will, if Orlando get into the playoff and play Cleveland's our first round.
You know, Cleveland beat them with the same team last year.
Cleveland is out first round.
Okay, no, I don't believe that.
Okay, last year what was the record?
I think it was 4-3. I think it went to game 7 or game 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Listen, Mo, you don't want to play the Magic.
And I believe Banchero didn't play one of the game. I think he got injured one of the games last year.
Bro,
the Cavs.
They're gonna get him out of there. They're gonna beat Cleveland.
I got Cavs.
Cleveland first round.
I got Cavs sweeping that.
I got Cleveland out first round. First, easy. Well, it ain't gonna be easy, but they're gonna get them out. Guess who gonna choke? The Spider gonna choke. Donovan Mitchell gonna choke. You know how his leg is like this?
Donovan Mitchell actually be showing up in playoffs. Like his playoff stats are actually really good. Since he was with what
the?
Nah, bro, we gotta pull out Donovan Mitchell.
You telling me Donovan Mitchell just be going crazy? What the hell? Donovan Mitchell in the playoff? What the hell? Donovan used to play for the Utah Jazz. He didn't win nothing. What the hell? You crazy?
He's not playoff P now.
Who? Paul George?
Yeah.
Paul George probably have a better record than Donovan Mitchell in the playoff. What the hell? But nah, I got them winning.
That's wrapping up the East. You know, moving on to the West. The Clippers that's a good game. Clippers at the Nuggets. I got Clippers winning that. Denver Nuggets. I got Clippers winning for maybe game 6.
Clippers?
Yeah, at Denver.
I got
the series started at Denver. First 2 games at Denver.
Oh my God! I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets. Even though I know the Clippers is good, but I'm not counting the Denver Nuggets out, bro. We got the almost MVP. We got the almost MVP. What's his name? Jokic. Arguably, probably the best regular season by a player we ever seen. A triple dub, and it wasn't no just 10-10-10. It was like 30, 12, and 11. So with Jamal Murray being back, with Russell Westbrook being on the team, Michael Porter Jr., a lethal 3-point shooter. We got Braun, whatever the white guy. I can't remember.
Braun, yeah, that white kid, he's good.
He's gonna go bonkers.
And Aaron Gordon is good.
Bonkers. So they have a whole squad. You feel me?
But I got the Clippers game.
Since Mike Malone is not there, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. But I have the Nuggets winning. I think it might go to 7 games. Nuggets.
Okay.
Nuggets.
Yeah, and then the next game, now is your team. The Timberwolves at Lakers. I got the Lakers getting out of there. I'm not.
Bro. Yeah, we all know more. You a Bron.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis gonna do his. Anthony Edwards gonna do his thing. But
yeah, he gonna do his thing.
Yeah, but I got the Lakers.
Like that right there is like, come on, bro. Like everybody know my co-host is a Bron sexual, so he clearly gonna go for Bron. So like we know, bro. Like the King gonna show up, and not only that, Luka Doncic gonna show up. AR-15 gonna show up. So that's 3-headed monsters right there.
They got, and they have a healthy team. Everybody's back healthy. Rui, the little Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
You know, Bronny gonna get in and get his 2 points.
Nah, bro, this the player. This the big dogs.
They blowing him out in the playoff. Bronny definitely gonna.
Bronny had a cool season, but it's the player. Bronny did his thing in the G League, but it's the big dogs. But Yui Hachimura, we got Jackson Hayes, we got LeBron. We got AR-15. We got Luka Doncic. We got Vandal. Who else we got on the bench over there? The guy with the mess. I cannot remember his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. Yeah, he's good. He's a 3-point shooter. Right?
Gabe Vincent. Yeah, he hustle and shoot 3. Gabe Vincent is really, really nice. So what I'm gonna say is like, to me, I got Brown winning. I know how they're gonna beat them. They're just gonna expose Rudy Gobert, like he did last time.
Somebody say I heard somebody say yesterday that Rudy probably not gonna sleep tonight after finding out that they got played.
You saw what he did to him last time, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, what the hell? So what the hell?
And then moving on. So the winner of the Golden State or the Memphis Grizzlies will play the Houston Rockets. If Golden State win, I got Golden State coming out of it. If Golden State win, I got Golden State coming out of that. But if Memphis win, I got the Houston Rockets beating the Memphis Grizzlies.
So Memphis versus
Golden State, whoever win will play Houston Rocket.
Ooh.
That's a good game. Houston has
they got a good game.
They're very dynamic. They play good defense. I think they were leading the league in defense. They got the best defense in the league.
Yeah, they tough.
Overall defense as a team.
Bro, they tough.
They got some kids that got some bounce on them. Pause. Even what's the
twin?
The big the big man, bro. He's good. Bro. What's his name?
Shingun.
Sengun, he's very good.
They're tough.
You
got Jabari.
The Canadian kid, he can play defense.
But then they have a squad. And the thing about it, I think the thing about the Rocket that people sleep on is their coaching. Doka is a great coach, bro. Like,
yeah, he's a good coach.
People be forgetting that he was coaching at the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he went to the Rocket. The Rocket was in a winning team. If you remember, like they were on a winning team when he came over there. The first year, he got him more wins than they normally gets, and now they're in the playoffs. So, and bro, I think they finished second, right?
Yeah, they did. They finished second. And in the West too.
Yeah, in the West. So I would say they have a lot of young talent. They also have some veteran on that team. Good coaching. I think it's gonna be hard, but I would like to see them against Golden State. I would love to see them against Golden State.
That would be a good matchup because they recently just played Golden State and it was really good game.
No, that's a fact. Yeah. But so yeah, I think I got if they play against Golden State, I'm gonna go with Golden State, bro. I don't want to. I can't bet against Steph.
For me, like betting against Steph is kind of crazy to me, bro. Like, even though like he will give you a good game no matter what. It could be at any time of the game he give you a good game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, and then just to wrap it up, the last first round is whoever win the Sacramento and the Dallas will play Oklahoma City Thunder. I got 4-0.
Wait, give me a second. Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, I was saying the winner of the Sacramento and the Dallas game will play against OKC. I got OKC 4-0 in that for the first round. Whoever they play, whoever they face off is gonna be 4-0 or 4-1.
You got that much faith in OKC? No, I don't think so. I think if they play the Kings, that's what you said, right? Between the Kings and the Mavs, right? Mm-hmm. If they play the Kings, I got OKC winning, but I think it'll be like they'll get one game. The Kings will get one game. I think just how like naturally how the table's gonna unfold. It's gonna be one of those games where they'll end up having a great game. I'm talking about the Kings, and then they'll probably get them a win. But Shea and them boys, they out for blood, and they're not getting their respect. I think because of that, they have a chip on their shoulder. So I have OKC beating them, but it'll be 4-1.
4-1, you think?
Yeah, 4-1.
Okay.
So I think.
Yeah.
So, well.
So that's all of the prediction. You guys can tell us your prediction in the comment below and see. We're gonna be watching. Are we watching the first round like that thing, the watch along that you said we gonna do?
The playback thing.
Yeah, we can get on that.
Yeah. Yep. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Game on Blitz. We just did our prediction for the NBA playoff and in what is it? In tournament NBA.
In tournament.
Yeah. Play-in tournament. So just make sure you tune in and also let us know your thoughts and leave a comments below. And it is what it is. Game on Blitz. We out. Peace.